Oh, thank God. From
Are you
last,
drinking wine?
yeah, babe. Well, this is our first guest, actually.
Well, let me go grab a glass.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers to season
Oh,
two.
it's been a minute. You want to change? Do you want to change your meeting name?
Clicking it, it's not saying anything.
I'm getting really frustrated with you with all this technology
Wait.
bullshit.
So actually, I lied to you. Like, I have been awake for hours. Do you want me to tell you what I was really doing?
Sure.
I got up at 3 o'clock, made
Hmm.
mozzarella sticks, solid breakfast, solid
Delicious
lunch.
breakfast. Yeah.
So good. Pop some fries in the oven. I'd call it a day, honestly, after that. No, I had to go get my prescription because I got a call saying it was ready for my
Mm,
infectious skin
rash.
disease.
Yeah.
Yes.
For your scabies.
My scabies, my bed bugs, my fucking monkeypox, whatever the fuck. Probably a triple threat, honestly. As you can see, I'm literally itching right fucking now. But don't worry, don't fear. I went and got my prescription. It's here.
Yay.
But then I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was actually supposed to have two other bottles of
Yeah.
prescriptive stuff. And I was like, where are they? And then I check my voicemail. Hi, Matt. This is blah, blah, blah calling from Dwayne Reed on 50th and 8th Avenue. I'm like, this bitch. I looked her in her eyes when she was saying, where do you want to do the pickup for the prescriptions at the dermatology? I looked at her in her eyes and I said,
Uh-huh.
honestly, girl, if you could change my address, I moved downtown recently. She looked me in my eyes and said, Alex, I'm not even kidding, and said, no problem, change it right now.
It
Three.
sounds like she changed it for one, and
Hmm.
then like for maybe it like didn't. Maybe she thought it would do like all of them, but
Yeah,
in reality, she only set it for one. That sucks, though, dude.
that's
Wait,
whatever.
the
I'll
one on
just
49th and ninth,
no,
or you
I
said
mean
50? Oh, 50th. That one's closed,
no,
I
I mean
thought.
you're so funny. I was being vague. I didn't want to give out the exact Dwayne Reed
I'm
I'm picking up my
sorry.
prescription at, but if you must
You
know, it's on
don't.
53rd and 8th
If anybody wants to go pick up a prescription,
under my
the name's
name. I'll
Matt
give you
Anderson.
the last four digits if you need them. My
First of all, you have
fucking
to have your ID. And second of all, neither of us live there anymore.
no, you don't.
So
Because when I picked up this prescription, he goes, "What's your date of birth?" I'm like, February 26th. So as if you know my birthday, you could just take my prescription, bitch.
February 26th. Wow,
Oh,
somebody could go grab it. You're not going to post the,
oh.
you're going to make sure you pick up your prescription before we post this.
Right, that's not going to happen. But
What the fuck did we name this podcast?
short-term podcast. See, that's a
Short
proof of
term.
why we called it that.
So welcome to season two. We're just going to talk about the exact same shit that we talked about last season.
Oh, literally. The only this time our memories are a lot shorter.
I think the wine's helping with that.
And honestly, my last note on the prescription lady by putting in the wrong address is that I can't be mad
Hmm.
at her because I didn't know how to send the invite link on the Zoom call. So I get it,
Honey,
girl.
you said I forgot how. I said I'm not texting this motherfucker
No,
until
you
he
literally
fucking
ignored me.
figures
I was like, wait, I'm on
figure it
my own.
out. Oh my God. I feel like you opened the Zoom application and then you went, wait, Alex, like,
No, I Googled it and look at the image they provided. That was me. That was literally me
yeah.
5 minutes ago trying to figure out how to do it. That
But
man.
Matt, I'm so proud of you because yeah, you should Google it. I don't know what your screen looks like. I don't want to have to walk you through it. Like you're 24 years old, about to be 25.
Oh, no, just turned 23. Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry. We're doing that? Okay. Well,
Hmm.
I'm 22.
Right. Hmm.
Not a day. I would hate to be 22 actually. 25 is hell, I'll tell you that much, but at the same time I would kill myself if I was 22.
I don't get it when people say, oh, you only get better with age. I'm like, no, I consistently want to be 16 years old. And maybe
I
that's like
think
just my frontal lobe not being developed.
yeah, and like that I think that's part of the reason why 25 is so rough is because your frontal lobe does develop and it'll just happen one day and you'll be like, "Oh, okay, like what are we doing here? What am I
Oh,
doing with my life?" Like, "Oh, okay, this is all." I mean, I literally turned 25 and I was like, "Okay, fuck New York. I'm leaving. I'm moving back home."
we need to touch on that, guys, because I mean, to all of our many fans out there, and
Yeah.
I
The
mean
three
many,
loyal listeners.
which is me,
Um,
you, and then this woman who commented on my most recent vlog, who actually is a fan now, I think. She
She's a
subscribed.
queen. We love her. Yeah, no, that's now we're doing well, we figured out video, hopefully. Hopefully
Hmm.
Matt can edit this and post and no problems occur and we
Yeah,
can post it.
hope
Matt made a cute little graphic. I look horrendous in it, but sure.
I will be using the same graphic.
No.
Do you
Okay,
want me to just put a
whatever.
bag over your head? I'll draw a bag over your head.
Can you put backs over both of our heads? But yeah, so now we're videoing because I moved back to Texas and I no longer live in New York now. No, I was there for 3 years, made a lot of money, made a lot of friends, had a good
You had
time, but the city and I just like weren't super compatible long term. There's pros and cons, whatever you do in life.
preach
But
this.
I am unemployed, so that's
Ooh,
super fun. But I've got an apartment. Woohoo.
woo!
Living
This is
down.
very experimental. This is really, I like, girl, I have plans. Like, I'm just realizing, like, I can screen share on here. Like, we could do PowerPoints. We could do,
But yeah, so that's me updated. Hanging out in Dallas, Texas.
eh? And it's kind of a flex
That's it.
to move around and live a bunch of different places.
I got this 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment for
Mm.
14.25 a month.
Eight
Yeah.
down. And it's a
And
second floor
I'm
unit. And you want to tell them the address, babe?
we're gonna keep it on the DL. I don't want our rabid fans to come after me.
Oh my God, I know.
Um,
Remember what happened last year? Ooh.
right. But I had to leave New York.
I had to change my name.
I wasn't going to bring up the stalker, but whatever. No, yeah, I'm really liking how it's coming together. I still need to get a few like bits and bobs, but and none of my
That's what I'm calling this podcast, Bits and Bobs.
bits and bobs.
Season 2, episode 1.
Um,
Maybe
um,
we'll do a house tour at some point when it's all like
eh,
really come together. So here's the
I'll do.
entrance where you get
I
into
was
my
about
apartment.
to
This is the
say,
window I always leave unlocked.
I'll do a walkthrough when you do a walkthrough. How about that?
I won't.
And make sure to zoom in on those leaky pipes, okay?
hmm I'll do a run through.
Yeah. Pause the video. Did you get it? My mom and her fiance have like TVs coming out of their ass. They have like extra TV because I stayed with my mom.
It's not just your parents. Everyone has TVs falling out of their ass. It's like a new
I'm like,
phenomenon.
she had like two stacked against a wall. I'm like, what are we doing?
Like actually people are accumulating TVs like it's no one's business, and I don't know why.
Well, so they have one in their living room, of course. They had like a smaller one that was my mom's fiance's daughter's because she lived with them for a minute. And then I guess when she moved, she didn't want to take it with her.
I'm not even kidding you. I have a TV for decoration in my room.
And it's not like plugged in or anything.
No, this is it. I just keep it on my bureau, off, unplugged.
That's how big my TV was in college. I was like, this is a monitor, first of all. Okay, so let's get into the reason we're resurrecting the podcast, which is
Honestly. Wait,
Liam
oh,
Payne's funeral.
I was gonna build it up. Can we build it up for a second?
Oh, but
Mm.
you want me to run that back? I can run
Yeah,
that
run that
back.
back, run that back.
Okay. Okay. Hey Matt, in post, cut this.
Oh no, I'm watching it.
Okay, that's true. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the main reason we decided to resurrect short-term podcast.
Which honestly, like, it ripped open our hearts. Yeah, Alex, you better. It killed me
It was a
inside.
moment, definitely made us self-reflect and think about what we're doing with our own lives and, how we can be better and do better.
Because I'm just telling you, I'm sitting on 12 stories and that motherfucker was on three, and like he stole.
Okay, you kind of just gave it away.
I know, so let's give it away.
He was your fave. You want to do the honors?
It's Liam's.
If you didn't already know, you're dressed in mostly all black, so
Yeah, and my funeral attire, thank you. You know, a month after the incident, here we are. It took us that long to process the shock, but we're ready to talk
but I
about
mean,
it.
yeah, so his funeral was a couple days ago now.
I think that's really what
Um,
stirred me up.
I mean, I was going to talk to you about it regardless, but yeah, it's
And we haven't talked
there's
about it
like
on our own yet.
I mean, there's a couple points that I want to make because I've seen some things on the internet. I did not fact check this either, so I could just be spreading
No,
misinformation,
and
but
that's the best part about our podcast also. We don't fact check
we do
anything.
not fact check.
Actually, nothing.
But yeah, so one of the things I saw, because like obviously we got a lot of paparazzi photos. Like that's the only like we saw the funeral, which disgusting, gross. So in
Oh,
that
really?
vein,
I only saw one video, I swear. Like one video. It was just like a grab of each of the boys like leaving, I think. Louis broke my heart. That was so sad. He looked
well,
really
yeah,
like
I sent you
I think yeah,
a
you probably
TikTok.
did send me
That was
that.
me that sent you that. But like I've been getting it on my feed and on my Twitter. There's lots more pictures than that, babe.
Your glass is just like so captivating. I feel like it changed the shape. It didn't look like that in the beginning. Mandela effect.
Well, that's because I hold you. It's got a little grippy, so like I
That's why.
hold it like this, so it looks like a regular wine glass, but then it's like, no, she's a bubble.
She's wearing a waist trainer.
She's snatched, okay. But yeah, so apparently the Payne family had to make a deal with the paparazzi because the paparazzi are scum. They're not just going to not show up for his funeral and try to get their bag, especially because all of the members of One Direction will be there. They can take pictures of people that are going, like even the members of the band, as long as they don't take pictures of Bear, his son.
Oh, okay.
And then the second prong of that is apparently a lot of people are speculating that the boys stayed away from each other, stayed separate for the most part, because like they stayed separate on purpose because they
Mhm.
didn't want the paparazzi to get that shot of all four
Oh,
of them. So
mhm.
I think that was super tasteful. Like I knew they were going to move with grace.
Of
Like
course, they're
all the
British
boys are
men.
great. Well, I think there's some
Oh,
shitty British men.
yeah,
But it's just sad that we live in a world where, like, obviously they're going to move a certain way because the paparazzi are going to show up. Like,
yeah.
I just hope that they were able to, like, go somewhere private afterwards
Mhm.
and maybe at least for a little bit. Or I hope they're at least, like, I don't know, had a phone call or something. Like, I
They had
just
a
feel
Zoom.
bad that, yeah, like they had a Zoom like this. I don't know. I just hope that they were able to like grieve together at least a little bit, even though they couldn't do it in public.
Like, can you imagine? I'm sure the first thing they thought when they heard that news was they all thought about each other. Like, that's so sad to me.
Well, some of these bitches are crazy on here because when Liam first died, there were several people on the internet that were like, "We're getting a 1D reunion at the funeral." Oh my God.
I mean, damn. I have a question because I
Mhm.
feel like it's important to talk about. Where were you when you found out Liam Payne died? Because I'm pretty sure you were like one of the first to text me.
You texted me.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh.
you broke the news. I was still living with my mom at this point.
Yeah, we
We
hopped on a
exchanged
call.
some stuff later, but like anyway. Yeah, you texted me in all caps, I think, like Liam's dead.
Horribly
And I was
misspelled, probably.
and it was like 9:15 in the morning. Or like
No, what?
oh, was it at night?
I was clocking out of work, thank God.
Okay, so it was like 6 in the evening then.
Yeah, it was like 6 o'clock for real.
So 5 o'clock for me. I don't know where I got that 9:15. Sorry.
You have no
Um,
concept of time. You're like, I just float around.
once again, unemployed. I don't remember what I had done that day. Probably not much, but I was just sitting in my room and I got your text and I didn't believe it at first because you fuck around.
Of course.
And that's not a bad thing. Like, but in situations like this, I wasn't going to trust you. So you texted Liam's dead or Liam died or something. And I went straight to Google and yeah, like articles from like 15 minutes
Confirmed.
ago were like Liam Payne dead, jumps off balcony, or fell off balcony, like
Yeah.
whatever
Oh,
in
now you're starting a
Argentina.
conspiracy.
No, sorry, not jumped. Yeah, so and then that was it's just crazy. Like it was like, oh wow.
This is insane. Like, I really didn't believe it at first because I was like, damn, but I did the same exact thing you did. I Googled it and I was like, oh, okay. But I felt so bad though, because I feel like I have to come clean about this. It is no
Uh-oh.
secret that out of all of those boys, he kind of fell off. And it's really sad now looking back at it because it's like he can't even redeem that because, he's fucking dead. But I feel like we were going back and forth being like, damn, like we hadn't thought about him in years, right? Like, but then recently we
Yeah.
had like started talking about it even together. We were like sending shit back and forth in our texts. And then next thing you know,
Yeah.
like he's dead. And that even played more into the fact of like, oh, Matt's punking me. Like he's just fucking with me right now.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely complicated because he was never my favorite in the band. He was honestly my least favorite, not to speak ill of the dead, but that didn't mean I didn't like him. Like it was just like I wasn't writing fan fiction about him and Zayn like some people. Um
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for wait, I just want to say, babe,
oh,
heads up. I have a timer, an ominous timer in my top right-hand corner of my screen counting down. And next to it, it says upgrade today.
okay, so we talked about this, right? If that happens, you can just create another meeting.
I
How much
hope
time do we
that
have on this
works.
one? Time
We
left
have,
is 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
yes, you have it too. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. One of the other things I wanted to bring up, or I guess I didn't think about it until I was looking in my notes because we had a FaceTime a while ago, is the fact that you have a Texas A&M hat.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing, we were on FaceTime and we're picking you an outfit for your date
Hmm.
and you're going through the 10 million hats that you have.
Oh,
And
literally.
you show me that one, and I was like, wait, why do you have that? Like, I want that, whatever. And it's not clicking for you that that's where I went to school. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, like a boy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, Matt, that's where I went to school. Like
And I was shook.
that's where I have my degree from.
You would have thought it was the first time you were telling me that too.
Right. And it was
Like,
definitely not. But also, I feel like I maybe told you twice, like where we went to school doesn't come up, even though I know you went to FIT, bitch.
well, yeah, because it's like
Um,
in the neighborhood.
I mean, I only graduated a year before you, but yeah, that was a bit of a small world moment because you literally pull that hat out, and I was like, I had to do a double take because if I see anything that looks kind of like the A&M logo or like a bit of maroon on a hat, I'm like, oh, maybe that's A&M, and I'm usually wrong. But then I was like, that's
Oh
just
no.
like, why the fuck do you have that hat?
I recently found him on Hinge and I swiped up and was like, because his location said he lived in Fidei. And I'm like, oh my God, you live in Fidei now? Because he always lived in Jersey, as far as I knew. And he would like come into the city. He responded and goes, what's Fidei? I'm like, bitch, oh my God,
Girl,
you don't even know. Like, don't you live here? Like, what? Like, even if you're gonna fake you're from somewhere, you should at least know where it is.
right.
I'm like, oh, you moved to Fidei. Like, that's so close to me. Like, maybe we should like rekindle this. Like, be serious. Is that no? No, bitch doesn't know even where he is on a map.
He couldn't point to it.
Should we wind down? It says less than a minute. It's not even counting anymore.
Yeah, let's wind down.
I want to test this. So what do I do? Should I stop record? I'm gonna stop the recording.
Well, don't stop record. Okay.
Or should I? No, I want to
Wait,
stop it
we
because I don't.
say bye real quick.
Oh, wait, but I'll catch you. Well, maybe we'll catch you in the next one or not. I honestly
Bye.
don't know if we're
Next
gonna be able to.
time. Yeah, we'll see.
Bye.
It's a,
Oh
so I
my
just want you to
God.
know, I am going to be holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity just for a second.
What does that mean when people say that?
I don't know. It's
Holding
a joke
space.
right now because Cynthia Erivo said it in an interview, and it's like it's a 20-year-old song. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna get more wine though. Give me a minute.
Why'd you? Well, you should have got that before I started.
No,
Jesus.
start talking. I can still talk.
All right, guys. Well, listen.
We're talking about dating life.
Yeah, we're pivoting. We're pivoting. We're gonna go talk about how our dating lives have been going because surprisingly, I have crawled out of the celibacy hole and I have
Were you
just,
ever in a celibacy hole?
yes. And so, yeah, living, laughing, that's going well. I kind of don't really want to get into detail because I feel like I'm jinxing it every time I talk about it, but
This
that's
was
going
your
well.
idea, mind you.
But I think you have some things to say about your dating experience on apps. And I have some 2 cents I'd like to put in about my pet peeves about dating apps I've discovered recently. So,
Girl, I wouldn't even call it experiences.
wait, yeah, no. Sorry. How's your dating like from the apps, I'm assuming, right?
When I said it's not even experience, I'm talking about like the apps. I I'm only on Hinge right now because that seems like the best
It's
one.
good.
I don't
It's good.
know. I don't know. I don't want to
I
do
will.
Bumble because personally, I don't want to be the one to have to come up with something to say hi.
No, that's too much work. It's too much work. People are
And
lazy.
t Tinder, I feel like that's like just hookups these days. I mean, Hinge too, I
No,
guess.
Tinder has become the straight grinder, and I have never
Yeah.
gone on a Tinder date ever.
It kind of depends, but I'll like, every now and again I'll be like, let's get on Hinge. And then I'm on it for maybe like 5 minutes before I'm like, fuck no, like I
You're like,
can't. I was with my friend Carly. She likes to get on there. And like I have a better time if I'm like getting on it with somebody. Like when I'm by myself in my apartment, I'm like, I get more frustrated because I like, it's just, I'm just like, okay, ugly, ugly, fuck boy, five
right.
eight, 5'8", 5'8". Girl, I'm fucking
That's what.
5'10". I don't mind a short king, but they're ugly too. So it's like,
Mm, double whammy.
why would I do that? Yeah, it's like, oh, we don't know each other. Hold on, how old is he? I'm
Dude, if you're
25.
asking for a snap, just be
I
gay.
don't need, right, right. I don't need to be sending my snatch like on fucking Snapchat. Babe, I'm not in high school. He also so I gave him two benefits of the doubt because I thought he was cute. Because I've told you about this. I have a picture out of all my pictures in my profile because I have beautiful big naturals, but I don't like to have them out because I don't like to be sexualized because of them. But I do have one picture on my profile. It's towards the bottom. Like I'm in a little booby top, so my boobs are looking scrumdiddlyumptious, but it's a test.
Wait,
It's a
what'd you say
test.
earlier? What'd you say earlier? A little boops and bops. What'd you say? Little bits and
Bits and bobs. I don't know. So I have that picture on my profile to weed out the horny fuckboy men,
yeah,
because
because you know they
boys
can't
really.
scroll. They can't scroll.
Right. And also, it's on my profile. Please appreciate it. But if you're gonna match with me, pick a different picture. Like I've got some really cute pictures on my profile. If you're swiping on me or liking on me, like on that picture, I'm like, okay, like
Okay, great.
because
Clocked.
I don't look exactly. I don't look any different in that picture from my other pictures. I just have my tits out. And so
Yeah.
that is the litmus test, and they all fail it. So he also liked that picture, but he was 6'4" and he was cute. And so I was like, I'll match with him, whatever. He sent snap question mark. I said, yeah, I kind of knew that was coming, but
You said yeah
haven't.
at Alex.
I
Said
said, yep,
yeah.
not responding to that.
You said yep. Here's
Um,
the QR. Here's the code.
Another guy in my likes, I was like, okay, like he's kind of cute. I liked him back, whatever. Again, I didn't start the conversation because that's the other thing I don't like about dating apps is like your initial impression of people is over text. Unfortunately, it's unrealistic to think that you're gonna have like a meet cute or like meet in real life. I would prefer if it was that way for me because I feel like, I mean, to be fair, I've read maybe like a bit too much fan fiction and a bit too much romance. Like I might be ruined for this world. Like it's just not the society we live in anymore. Because
Jermaine.
I would love because I would love to be like a friends to lovers situation, but it's like, okay, whatever. Then the other aspect of Hinge is like most guys, at least, it's 2 a.m. and that's when they're getting back to me.
That's when they're on the prowl, babes.
Right. It's hunting season. And I'm like, ooh, I'm in bed. I don't want to talk to anybody. I've got a movie going. Like my hours of operation are like I feel like midnight is the cutoff. Maybe even 11 is the
Yeah.
cutoff for like wanting to have like start a little flirty conversation.
Wow.
Because after midnight, I just feel like a whore on the corner.
After midnight,
Into
love, love.
sunlight.
I was gonna say
Like
you after 11, you're like Game of Thrones is in full swing. Rose Toy is charging. Like
I don't have a rose toy, first of all.
Christmas
I
present.
yeah, send that to me. I do have a vibrator, but I don't have like the rose toy specifically.
God, what we
Um
should have done together was go to the sex toy shop when you were here. Maybe we'll do that when you
Honestly,
visit.
but yeah, I hate the dating apps. I don't think I'm a very good texter. I feel like I come across better in person.
Yo, Alex, that just, I mean, for sure, we all do, but my main point about the dating apps is, oh my God, I just got a "Are you free tonight" text. My biggest pet peeve about dating apps, and I don't know, maybe it's just the men, but I feel like this could carry over to the girl side of it all. When you post on your Hinge and your first picture is you and five other men,
Don't make me guess.
I'm
Immediate swipe.
immediate, no, no, no. I'm immediately being like, you're the hottest one. And if you're not, bye, swipe, dead. On that
Okay.
same note, sunglasses. Why the fuck are you wearing sunglasses in 9 out of 10 of your Hinge pictures?
I feel Matt, I feel like honestly, like what all this that you're experiencing as a gay person in the gay community on these dating apps is 10 times worse,
Good,
like with these
good, yeah.
straight men, because I just saw a profile, all only one close-up picture, and like it's dark. All the rest of his pictures, he's far away, and it's also dark. And then to add on to your if a group photo is your first picture, I'm automatically looking for the ugliest one and assuming that that's you and I'm correct. Like
Yeah,
9 out of 10 times I'm right.
no,
Cuz
literally.
like I don't claim to be a 10 or anything like that, but like my pictures are my pictures. Like you can take a good picture.
No,
But it's
literally.
so many straight men are so insecure and like just they don't know how to take a good photo. I don't like selfies. That's an ick. Like that's you shouldn't be taking a selfie as a grown man. You should
No, like
have like enough pictures of yourself like looking nice. It's
like
really
have
not
someone
hard.
hold
Like,
it.
yeah, babe, next time you go to a wedding or a funeral, give your phone to your mom, your friend, your dad, your brother, I don't know, your aunt, and say, "Hey,
Anybody.
can you take a couple pictures of me real quick? Like while you're in that fucking suit, like and you're done up nice. Like that's all it takes."
Go just post it up, like do a timer cam on Grampy's
Right.
casket. I don't give a fuck what you need to do, but do not be holding it above your
And
head.
take the fucking sunglasses off. And don't make a weird face either. Like too many guys try to do a little blue steel moment, like, and
It's
it's
like,
just
no,
like,
no.
whoa,
Pack it
just
up, kiss. Pack it up. We're not sticking our tongues out. We're not
girl.
getting
We're not
crazy.
doing
Come
a
on.
little
Oh, come on. Come on.
like learn how to take good pictures of yourself because women have to. We have to. We know like we're doing the whole feather dance. Like it goes it's down to biological. Shake your tail feathers, babe. Like get a good picture.
No, literally. Like shake them, spread them.
I've seen whole profiles where like they're never in a picture alone. Obviously, you can tell like as you go through who the common denominator is. But honestly, I've seen profiles where it's like the same three guys in like most of the pictures and then like there's like duplicates in like the group photos that are there. Like I've seen profiles where I cannot figure out who it is
No,
because
literally.
there's no option where it's like that's the only common denominator. There's multiple common denominators. And I'm
Exactly. And I'm
like,
like, which one
I'm not
are you?
like, babe, I'm not gonna figure this out. I'm not gonna try to either.
I'm not trying to sleuth at 11:59 p.m. in my bed.
Right. For a guy named Chris who's 5'9".
And I'm like, I don't know which one you are, and that's a problem. Sidebar, what do I answer to this? Are you free
So
tonight?
yeah, you are you not?
Wait, do we have a last topic we want to discuss? I feel like
I was looking on Twitter for that. Wicked's out. I don't give a shit, so we don't have
yeah,
to
we
cover
don't
that.
yeah, sorry, we don't really care. I've seen enough of it. I will go see it. I will pay my homage to it. But I feel like
Mhm.
I should see the
Um,
musical before I see the movie.
yeah, and that was one thing I wanted to do before I left New York. But then I was sick for the whole last week that I was in New York, so
It's
that
the
didn't
move
really
out
end up working
blues.
out.
The move out
I
blues.
guess. Well, I did have like an infection of some sort. I had a virus. Apparently, it was like a new virus, according to my urgent care doctor. Like next time I visit, like I'm not too upset because next time I visit, we can really lean into like the tourist shit because I literally worked down the street from Wicked. You lived across from Wicked
I know.
for
We have not
2 years and
gone.
we never went because it's like, it's there. Like,
It's
yep,
always
got it.
there.
Yeah.
Like
It's like,
I
okay,
see it.
cute.
I
We have
got that.
10 minutes left. I got, I
No, I'm
got
hitting
it
you up for
too. I'll come visit and first of all, we're gonna vlog the fuck out of it.
yeah.
Second of all, we're gonna do all the touristy shit. I will go see Wicked with you. We have the Cape for my birthday, and my birthday's on a Saturday this year. So I was planning on
Babe, if it's on
maybe
the Cape regardless, I have to take a week off because I'm like traveling. I'm like, I need to have I'm
right.
sorry,
Well,
I must take a week. Wait, I answered this boy and he saw it 7 minutes ago and didn't answer.
girl, that's the one thing about this guy that I'm not liking is he's not a good texter. Here, Matt, here's what we'll
I
finish on.
I thought that since he had been in my butthole, he might answer a little quicker, but I guess fucking
Right?
not.
You thought, you've been inside me, so now I deserve a bit more of your respect. This is what we'll end on is
Mhm.
bad texters, because I've come across a few in my 25 years.
Here's my
And
thing. My quick thing before you go on your rant. You can be a
mhm,
bad texter. That's fucking fine. But if you like me, you're prone to text me. That's how I am. That's how you are. That's how everyone is. You want to talk to the person you like.
right.
If you're not communicating with the person you like, whether it's a text, whether it's a call, whether it's a fucking Snapchat. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck whether it's you sending me memes all day, that's fine too.
Well, it's like you don't
Communicate
like
with
me
me.
then. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to talk
For
to me. You
sure.
just want to.
I think we need to shame bad texters more because every bad texter, oh, period.
Period.
Boo, bad texters. Every bad texter that I have ever come across is very open and proud for some reason of being a bad texter. They're like, "Oh, sorry, like I'm a bad texter. Get better. Fix
Get
it.
better.
Go
Get
to a
well soon.
class. Look up a YouTube video." Like it doesn't have to be, right. I get it. Everyone has lives and stuff like that, but like it ties into what you're saying of communication. Like if I'm somebody you care about, just even just now Apple has you can react to a message. If I say like, "Hey, let's plan something soon" or something like that, and you're busy or whatever, I know
Yeah.
you see it. Just like the message, because that's the
Just
other
like it.
thing. Most of the bad texters I've come across are on their phone all the time. So
Exactly.
most of these bad texters are shitty, borderline narcissistic people who love to feel like wanted and needed and get pleasure out of not giving it back, of not reciprocating.
And I'm
Because then it's
like,
just like, oh, like all these people are like, my phone's blowing up. And it's like, yeah, because people that care about you are trying to get in touch with you and you're not responding.
you're just playing dead fish.
It's definitely a form of psychological torture. Like,
Mm-hmm.
especially because like he'll read it and then take an hour and it's
Retweet.
like,
I'm
you
watching
can
it
leave
live
it.
time right now. I'm watching the minutes go
Babe,
up. Red, seen 7 minutes ago. Oh, I just refreshed it. Seen 9 minutes. Oh, 11 minutes ago. Sorry.
okay, you can leave it in the inbox, babe. If you're not going to respond to it, don't fucking open it.
Exactly.
So
It's a respect.
we're gonna close this thing out with fuck bad texters. Y'all need to feel a little bit more shame. I don't care how much gratification it gives
Yeah.
you to see the people that love and care about you double and triple text you to try to like see you and hang out.
Yeah.
You're a fucking shitty person.
Yeah. Like answer. And also on a separate note, fuck the bad texters. We love Liam Payne. Rest in peace.
Girl.
I don't remember the other subjects we talked about, but in
Yeah, we
all,
don't
I
have to we
think.
don't have to link it all in.
Okay, so fuck the bad textures. Fuck Liam Payne.
Fuck Liam Payne and also RIP.
Do you think he was in pain?
Oh my
I hope
God.
not.
Okay,
I hope not.
yeah,
Anyway,
we're
that was
we're
that was
done.
episode one. That was episode one of Short Term Podcast Season 2, baby.
Who knows if we're gonna keep doing this? That's where short term comes from.
I know honestly, it's not even the memory, it's just like the laziness of uploading and doing it. Yeah, it's very short term. We got to eight episodes last season. That's kind of crazy. New season's gonna be
Maybe, yeah.
10.
Oh, okay.
Because it's so much easier. This is good.
Yeah,
This could
so
work.
much to look forward to.
Next week
Hopefully,
is
I
gonna
have
be
more. Stop talking over me.
we have less than a minute. Next week is gonna be
Yeah.
PowerPoint night.
Okay. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Hope Hopefully next time we chat, I have more going on in my life. That was all I was gonna say.
Okay, great. Honestly, same. Well, this was short term.